have the not full box, so 5 of the markers won't get used, but 3 will.
Okay, so you're telling me that this, how does he know, guys, that this represents one box?
Because
8, so 8/8 represents one whole, right? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so I'm wondering, how did you figure out that there was so I'm sorry, let me re-ask that question. How many boxes of markers are we going to need again?
2, because there's these 3 left over, but 5 wouldn't get used.
5 wouldn't get used, so that's like a question we didn't even ask, did we? So how many boxes does she need to buy when she goes to the store?
2.
She needs 2 boxes, right? So I'm wondering here, look, he's got his equation, and he shows, did anybody else have an equation? 6/8 plus 5/8. And then
Equals 11/8, which also equals 1 and 3/8.
So how did he get 11/8 to start with? Okay, but where did he get 11?
from adding the 6 and the 5.
The 6 and the 5, right? So here's what I'm wondering. How did he change this 11/8 into 1 and 3/8? I know yesterday you guys talked about decomposing fractions. So I'm wondering if you can use what you know about decomposing to explain how he changed this to 11/8. I want you to talk about what did he decompose or take from this to change it. And can you show that with an equation? So you guys work together. You can talk, or you can talk as a whole group. But what did you do to this? Because if it was 11/8, we had them all out this way, right? See that? What's he going to do to his 11/8 to make it 1 and 3/8? Okay? All right, what's going on up here, guys?
You would do this. Wait, just do this.
Oh, okay. So, look at our friend here. Tell me your name. Kingston has 11/8, and look at his model there. What do you think his model is representing? 5/8. So what feedback would you give Kingston here? How did he get 11/8? If he has 5/8 here, what's missing? That's okay, the other model, but how many would be in the other model? 6/8. So how did he get 11?
What I got 11 was because I know that 5/8 is greater than 6/8. I knew that 6/8 was greater than 5/8.
Okay.
So then I added the 5/8 and the 6/8 up together, and that's what got me 11/8.
Okay. So I'm wondering, he said 6/8 and 5/8. He knew that 6/8, are y'all listening to Kingston? That 6/8 was greater than 5/8. So when he put them together, he knew there would be 11, right? But the question is, how many packs of markers does she need? How can we show how many packs of markers?
Each class.
Wait, no, she was 2.
Uh-oh, he says 2. He says 1. Let's listen to him. He said there's only 1. Are y'all listening? Why does he say there's only 1? Keep talking.
Because there are 8 in one pack,
Okay.
and they need to use 6/8, and the other group needs to use 5/8. Then you would only need 1 pack for each group.
Okay. So he's saying we only need 1 pack. Kingston disagrees with that. He's saying we might need another pack. What do y'all think?
Yeah, we might need like
We
another
might
pack
need 2
because if you have 5/8 and you want to go, and then you have your other pack because you got 6/8 of a box, and you start off and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
11/8 represents how many kids there'll be in the group. That's why you need
There's 2 groups.
That's why you need 2 groups of markers out there, and there'll be some left over.
Right, there will be some left over. So I love how you were listening to her and you said, ooh, now I see it, right? And there's 2 of them. But I'm wondering, how could you show me what's happening to those fractions? Like our friend, tell me your name? Max had a model over here originally, and then he kind of deconstructed it. Would you mind if we put it back like it was? I think it was like this, or like this. Do you remember? That, there's what he had. So you see Max's model here? What does his model represent? What's Max's model showing?
6,
6
and 5.
6 and 5, which is how
but it's
much?
actually showing 11/8.
11/8, which he wrote here. But then wait a second, y'all. Look what he wrote right there. He wrote 1 and 1A.
So you need.
Wait a second.
Oh, 1 whole.
Oh, one
Because
whole.
there's 1 hole.
So how could you help Max with his model here? Let's use Max's model and help him out. How could we help Max show the one whole, and then how many pieces are left over? And what are we actually doing to this 11/8? Think about the word decompose that you guys were talking about yesterday. How could you use that word to describe what's happening here? And how can we model the one whole and 1/8? Let's help him with that. Okay? Can y'all help him figure out what he needs to do next? All right, let's talk. What you got going over here?
So Max, what you needed on this is
We did this, and then we made our bar, and then we got 5 seats, and then we got 5.
Okay, so what's your answer then? How much does she need?
Because you just made one hole out of
How many packs does she need?
But no, I think it was 5 because these are open.
Uh-huh.
and figuring out
So,
so if we have,
okay, so you're thinking adding them up. What does this bar that he's drawn here, that Michael's drawn, what does this represent?
and you add 2 more.
What does that represent from the
You
problem?
need to add 2 more. That equals 1
She
hole.
needs
So
on the right side.
So tell me about what my question here. What is this bar representing from the problem? He drew it, a fraction, yes.
Showing my answer.
Yeah, you're showing your answer, but what does this 5/8 represent? Let's go back to the problem. What does it tell us 5/8 are? 5/8 of a box. So what does this whole piece represent?
A box.
A box. And how many are you using from this box?
5.
So what is this over here? Tell me your name, sweetie. What is it? Caviana also has another model, much like Michael's. What do you think it represents? If Michael's represented a box, do you think hers represents the same thing?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, what are you going to do to figure out how many boxes she's going to need? Because you've got a box here and a box here. What do you need to do? Try that out. So try, what would that be? What would your answer be if you added those up? What you got going?
10.
Okay. You have about 90 seconds on your wrapping up. Be sure you check with your success criteria. Do you have a model? Do you have an equation? Can you explain what's happening? And I'm wondering, can you use the word decompose when you explain? Talk to your neighbors. Got about 90 seconds.
So we got one.
Okay, so where did this come from? Oh, so I just said, can we use the word decompose? Can you tell me what happened to your original 11/8? What did you decompose?
We did.
Okay, so where did these come from? I thought a minute ago when I was over here, you didn't have a hole filled out. Why does she now have a hole? Because I thought there was 5 here and 6 here. Why does this one now have, how many does this one have, by the way?
8.
8. Why does it now have 8?
Because when we added it together, it equals 11. 11 is you can raise it up. So
You raise it up. So where did those other, because there was 5, so there were 3 empty ones, right? Where did those other 3 come from?
maybe the 8. The 11/8.
From the 11/8. So you had the 11/8s, right? So you had them all out here. So if we had all of our 11/8s out, right? How many did it take to make a hole?
It took 8 of them.
8 of them, right? So, but you only had 5, right? Here was your 5 from the first fraction. Where did the other ones come from to make a hole? 6 8. Oh, timer's going off.
Got it.
So, got about 30 more seconds. So the other ones came from what fraction? So what did you do to 6 8 to make your hole?
We broke it.
Broke it. That's exactly right. You decomposed it. And how much did you give to the 5 8? 3 8s, right? So I'm going to take a picture of that because we had this up earlier. And I'm going to need your paper. Is that okay, Ava? If I take your paper? Okay. What is this 11 represent? This 1/8 here. You have 11 of them, right? What do you think it represents in the box? How many markers?
It's 8 in the
Yeah. So there's 8 markers in the box. So each one of these is a what?
box.
Is each one of these a box? What do y'all think?
No,
A marker in the box. That's right. So do we need 11 boxes or do we need 11 markers? So how many boxes I wonder would that be? this, if that's okay.